Hello and welcome back. Let's look at our AChem organic chemistry naming summary sheet over here. And as you can see, we were considering, you've got your 10 meth, eth, prop, but, pent, hex, hept, oct, non and dec. If you've got single bonds between the carbons, you're going to the name will have an after the base number of carbons. If it's an alkane, it will also have the e's appended to it, or an alkene or an alkyne. Remember, if we have two of the same that comes up, we call it di, three of the same tri, and four of the same tetra. Very important to note that. And between numbers and letters, we place dashes, and between numbers, we place commas. So we are now dealing with the homologous series, the alkyls, and we are going to look at a few examples of how to name them, as well as naming their substituents and also subgroups and so forth. Okay, so I'm just going to bring up a few alcohols, and then I want you to name them with me, and I also want you to learn actively. I want you to draw them out and engrave a neural pattern. So I'm going to place 1, 2, 3 carbons over there, and I'm going to have an oxygen bonded to a hydrogen over there. I'm going to place a hydrogen over here, over there, and I have my 4 bonds around each carbon. And now, as you can see, I've got a hydrogen everywhere. Okay, and so let's name this. Now remember, you need to first look and identify the functional group. So as you can see, the functional group is present over there. And that functional group is known as the hydroxyl functional group, right? The hydroxyl functional group is an oxygen bonded to a hydrogen. Now we need to also count the number of hydrogens and carbon atoms and number them closest to the functional group. So I'm going to start counting from there. I'll go 1, 2, and then I'm going to go 3. I'm going to say 3 carbons is meant to be prop, P-R-O-P. Single bonds between the carbons, I now need to add an, right? Just want to see. Okay, and then if I have an alcohol, the suffix for alcohols is going to be dash OL as an alcohol, and I need to indicate where does the hydroxyl functional group lie. And as you can see, it lies on the first carbon. So I first check the main chain, I see how many carbons there are, that's prop. Single bonds between the carbons, I append AN, and then I see that, okay, there's a hydroxyl functional group, so it's going to end in ol because it's an alcohol molecule, and that alcohol or hydroxyl functional group lies on the first carbon. So the example here is propan 1-ol. Okay, so that's the first basic example. We're going to do a few more.